Yo, 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 what is up for the next episode of Monday with Molly? We are coming down to the end of the year. Woo, 2020. Ow! And ouch. All right, as per usual, you're on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe if these videos are helping you and the people you care about. That is the whole purpose of doing them in the first place. So today's topic is, who are you learning from? Who are you learning from? And this idea came to me while I was watching the Buffalo Bills beat the New England Patriots today, which, let's be honest, has not been a common saying in the past 20 or so years. So I'm from Western New York, and when you live here, you're part of Bills Mafia, whether you're hardcore or not. I'm not as hardcore as I used to be, but I'm really happy when they're doing well and playing, just playing well. It's good for the whole city. So the idea of who are you learning from came to me because they're showing stats of like the last time Buffalo had a 3-game advantage on New England was like, I think it was 2000, like the year 2000, which was Bill Belichick's first year coaching the Patriots, like, so 20 years ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, 20 years ago. So it got me thinking, like, oh, of course the Patriots, you know, one of the main reasons they were so well is Tom Brady. And then we're looking at a transition now, and we're looking at Buffalo, who we finally have a good quarterback after a long, long time in Josh Allen. So this is what this, and it's not just a sports concept here. So just so you know, this could go into any field, which I'll bring a few other people in too. So, but who are you learning from? So I think of, go back to Tom Brady. I mean, we can't stand him, but boy, we wish he was ours. Is, you know, he was drafted, he played for the University of Michigan. He was drafted in the 6th round. He wasn't coming out of there as like the #1 draft pick and like, oh, Tom Brady. He was in the 6th round. And he learned, he was behind Drew Bledsoe, and then he got an opportunity. And he's like 42. He's a 42-year-old quarterback who's in amazing shape. Totally, his nutrition's on point. He's amazing. And he'll be a future Hall of Famer. But that wasn't where he started. So when I say who are you learning from, it's about looking at the whole length of whether it's someone's career, their life, a goal they're working on. Yeah, we can all be like, oh my gosh, Tom Brady's amazing and all these stats. Yeah, but where did he start? Because you, no matter who you are, no matter what your age is, you're going to be a beginner at some point, right? What's the saying? Every expert was once a beginner. And we want to avoid comparing our first step to somebody else's 100th step, right? No matter what the field is, no matter what goal you're working on, no matter if it's your grades, your job, your exercise, how you look, all of it is to avoid comparison. So great, if you want to learn from Tom Brady, learn what he did in the very beginning and how he improved his focus and his nutrition and his work ethic and his relationship with his coach and all those things. Learn from that. He didn't just become Tom Brady accidentally. Like, we're talking like 20 years, 20 plus years in the making. I look at Josh Allen, the Bills quarterback right now. When he came out of high school, he wasn't, I don't even think he was being recruited. He didn't get any D1 scholarships. So he played at a community college for a couple of years. And then I think it was only the University of Wyoming that gave him a scholarship to play the past couple of years. I don't know the whole history. I know just enough. So he played at the University of Wyoming, and then the Bills drafted him. And he's doing really well. He's been maturing the past couple of years, and he's playing well. Learn from someone like that who didn't go the traditional route, who didn't have everything lined up perfectly in this step and this step and this step. No, neither of these guys took a traditional route. So when I say who are you learning from, learn from people who have struggled. Learn from people who have had to overcome the obstacles. Learn from people who had many obstacles in their way. And by the way, most successful people in any field, anyone you know who's successful in any way, has overcome obstacles for the most part. I watched a documentary on Dolly Parton the other day. She's 50 years in Nashville already. Like, she's an icon. We know it's Dolly Parton, but where did she start? I think I can't remember, it was West Virginia or Kentucky. Like, not a great education. Family wasn't really well off. And then she gets to Nashville and like this pretty little blonde, and can you imagine what it was like back then with all the sexism and how she just kept going and fighting because she was so talented as a writer, as a singer, but she even talks about her writing really is how she wants to be known as a I think she calls it a song teller, I think is what she calls it. And she's had to keep reinventing herself to survive. Look at someone like that. Who are you learning from? The people who've been through it, who have struggled, and don't look at the pinnacle, don't look at the summit of, oh, they're up here and they're amazing. I mean, that's cool, but man, go back to the story of origin, especially the beginning. And then after some success, and then there's gonna be ups and downs. Look at what happens in those valleys. Learn from people like that. Heck, Misty Copeland. Look, I'm not a ballerina, but I know Misty Copeland, right? This prima ballerina, I think is what they're called. African-American, real physically fit. She kept being told she was too muscular. Well, she kept going. There's no reason I should know who Misty Copeland is. Ballerina is not even it's nowhere in my like mental processes. It's not in my stratosphere, but I know who she is because she made herself known because of her work ethic and didn't say, well, they say I'm too muscular, so I should stop because a ballerina has to be like super, super petite. She didn't listen to it. So who are you learning from? And are you listening to the naysayers? Because there will always be people who tell you can't, or you shouldn't, or that's too hard, or isn't that too risky? Don't you want to play more safe? Or that's too safe. Don't you want to take a bigger risk? Whatever it is, there will be people throwing hear this, there will be people throwing their perspectives, their perceptions at you, sometimes trying to hold you back because they held themselves back. Doesn't mean they're a terrible human. It just means they don't even know what to do with the freedom or choice or starting a different career or going for that cool goal that you want to do that seems really, really hard. So maybe they've never done it, so they're throwing stuff at you to hold you back. You don't have to listen to it, or you can listen to it and use it as motivation. Cool. So who are you learning from? And even people who have maybe not had their life be as successful or as fulfilling. Like, I have people in my life who were like that. I learned from them too, what I didn't want to be, or how I didn't want to act, or what I didn't want to do with my life. So we can learn from them too. So who are you learning from? Please choose to learn from the people who have overcome the obstacles, who have had all the negativity, all the naysayers, and they still went forward because forward is a pace. Learn from the people who found that little bit of success and then things tanked or things went down and they still found a way to rise. Learn from people like that. Learn from people who walk the walk. Look, people can talk all they want, but if someone does not walk the walk, I don't even want that person like near me. Show me. Don't tell me, show me. So look at who that is in your life. I don't care if it's a celebrity, an athlete, a scientist, a teacher, a parent, a friend, a coworker. Whoever it is, make sure it is someone where you can learn some of the most valuable lessons about finding your way. Not the way everyone else has done it. Finding your way. It's not always an easy connect the dot thing. Find your way. Because when you find your way and you do it your way, because it's true and authentic to you, and you go after it because it matters, and if it matters to you, you keep going until, that's when you're starting to have a fulfilled life. Not just a successful one, and success means different things to everybody, but to feel fulfilled. That's a life well lived. I hope this helps you and the people that you care about. Please share it. subscribe, like, comment, reach out with any comments. I love hearing them. And I will see you at the end of the week for Flip Your 20 Friday. So take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace.